A myth that humans only use 10% of their brains has persisted for over a century. It likely originated from misinterpretations of early neuroscience research in the 1900s, including psychologist William James's writings about unused potential. Despite no scientific backing, this claim was popularized by self-help books and media, creating a widespread misconception about brain function. Modern fMRI technology reveals that nearly all brain regions are active even during simple tasks. Studies show that activities like speaking, walking, or resting engage multiple areas simultaneously. The brain operates at 100% capacity daily, with different regions specializing for functions like memory, movement, and sensory processing. Energy consumption data confirms the brain uses 20% of the body's energy, despite being only 2% of its weight. The brain contains 86 billion neurons, forming 100 trillion connections. Even at rest, neurons continuously fire signals at 10 to 20 times per second. This constant activity maintains essential functions like breathing, heartbeat regulation, and sensory processing. Silent neurons aren't unused. They're strategically inhibited to prevent overstimulation, demonstrating the brain's precise efficiency. Evolution wouldn't permit such inefficiency. Developing and maintaining brain tissue requires significant energy. Unused areas would have atrophied over millennia. Comparative studies show even simple animal brains utilize nearly all tissue. Human brains evolved specialized regions for language, tool use, and social cognition, all constantly engaged. Brain size correlates with intelligence across species, contradicting the unused capacity notion. Neurology case studies disprove the 10% myth. Damage to even small brain areas can cause severe impairments. A stroke in Broca's area eliminates speech, while occipital lobe damage causes blindness. Patients with hemispherectomies, half-brain removal, retain functions but with measurable deficits. These observations demonstrate that all brain regions serve critical purposes, with no spare unused portions. Movies like Lucy, 2014, and Limitless, 2011, dramatize the false 10% claim, suggesting unlocking hidden brain potential grants superhuman abilities. These fictional portrayals reached millions, reinforcing the myth. Neuroscientists criticize such depictions for misrepresenting neuroplasticity, the brain's real ability to reorganize pathways through learning, not magically accessing dormant potential. Laboratory experiments show simple activities like math problems or memory tests activate widespread networks. For example, recalling a name engages the hippocampus, memory, temporal lobe, language, and prefrontal cortex, decision-making. Even daydreaming activates the default mode network across frontal and parietal lobes. Brain scans prove no region remains completely inactive during waking hours. When not focused on tasks, the brain's default mode network, DMN, remains highly active. This system engages during introspection, future planning, and social cognition. DMN activity consumes 20% more energy than focused tasks, proving resting brains work hard. Studies link DMN dysfunction to Alzheimer's and depression, demonstrating its importance. True mental rest occurs only during deep, dreamless sleep. While the 10% myth is false, neuroplasticity allows genuine brain adaptation. Stroke survivors can rewire undamaged areas to regain movement. London taxi drivers develop larger hippocampi through spatial memory training. This plasticity doesn't tap unused areas, but redistributes existing resources. Learning new skills strengthens synaptic connections, proving the brain's dynamic nature without invoking pseudoscientific claims. Neuroscientists combat the 10% myth through public outreach. Institutions like the Society for Neuroscience create shareable content explaining whole brain activity. Social media campaigns using #BrainMyths reach millions annually. Museums feature interactive exhibits showing real-time brain scans. By replacing fiction with facts, researchers hope this persistent myth will finally fade, much like outdated beliefs about flat Earth or phrenology.